Welcome back, guys. This is Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today we're going for a test drive in a 1964 Galaxie 500. This one here has a believed to be 289 under the hood. Does have power steering. Pretty decent car all the way around. We're going to be taking it down the road, pointing out any kind of flaws so you know exactly what you're getting when you get here. Check out our website, maplemotors.com. I have close to 100 detailed pictures of every car that we own. We also have financing and shipping information. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. I post videos every day. We're also going to do a walk around, pointing out any kind of flaws on the outside, inside, and undercarriage of this ride. All right, guys, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay, so before we take off, I like to look over the interior, give you a chance, go ahead and place your bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? It's showing 17,000 miles, but I can't stand behind that because I can't prove miles out of a 64 model unless, you know, you have the right paperwork and all that, and we do not. Go ahead and start it up. She's still a bit cold right now, so we're gonna let it warm up. And we'll test this gauge. Hopefully halfway through the test drive, it'll come up a little bit more and start working properly. Gas gauge we don't know about, but we're going to stop at the gas station, put about $20 worth of premium fuel, and check that. Wipers, they do work. Let's try our heater here. Heater's kicking on and is on right now, so we should get some warmth. Radio, it does not work. You hear it clicking, but I think it's out. It looks pretty old school. The interior is in great shape on this. Check out the walk around video, looking at the interior, going over any kind of flaws that I could find. But for the most part, this thing's looking pretty good. All right, let's try this horn out before we leave. You ready? Go place your bets. The spring is in it. Going ahead and giving it a good twist here. Make sure I'm not missing a connection. The horn is not working. We are gonna have to, you know, let that be fixed. There's a gasket right here on the shifter. We'll check that under the hood after about, I don't know, let's say 20 minutes of driving down the road and see if we have a little bit of a leak there. If not, we got an extra one for the thermostat. Let's hit the road, guys. All right, getting ready to take off down the road. Feel a little bit of heat coming in here, so the heater's working. It's coming from the floor for sure. I noticed there's no seat belts. That's something you'll have to add. A lot of times these cars didn't come with seat belts back then. And we need a rear view mirror. Looks like it was there at some point. It's not there now. We're gonna go straight down to the gas station because I do not know how much gas is in this car. I'm not sure if the gas gauge is 100% correct, but we're about to find out. Anything I see, I will point out and let you know. Speedometer is coming up on the dash here. Got a little bit of slack in the steering there. Kickdown's hooked up on this one. There's a late reaction in the shift, but it is shifting. It just shifted again. Car is pulling to the left a little bit. Had to figure out if it's an alignment issue or not. But it is kind of pulling to the left, and you see that slack in the steering that is going to need to be adjusted. Probably just a little front end work. Our temperature gauge is coming up. It has moved from the original point when the car was cold. There's nobody behind us. Let's hit the brakes. Old drum brakes. They're stopping just like drum brakes, pulling a little bit to the right there. The car's kind of pulling a little bit to the left naturally, and then when you hit the brakes, it pulls to the right. Brake job, front end. Let's pull in here and see if the gas gauge works. All right, we're gonna check that out. Good deal, guys. Let's put about $20 worth of premium fuel in this one. All right, I'm gonna show you where the gas tank is. Just in case you didn't know. You loaded it in the back here. I have a magnet tag stuck on the car. Put it in there. And we'll check this gauge. All right, so just got back in the car, turned the ignition on. Just as I thought, the gas gauge is not working. I only got about $11 in this car. It is out a full tank. Okay, so far so good. I did notice once the car got completely warm, it's not overheating or anything. We've been sitting here running this parking lot just fine, putting out great heat. Temperature gauge is right at halfway. We do not have an overflow jug under the hood, which needs to be added to catch the excess antifreeze once it warms up. So if you notice in the drive over video, it may look a little wet down there, and that is because the car just got warm. And every time we get new cars in, we top the antifreeze off all the way, which I've told Pat, if you can see it down in there, you don't need to turn it all or fill it all the way to the top unless it has an overflow jug. And I tell you what, it is hot in here. Golly. It is definitely heated up. Oh, we got some deer running. Hopefully nobody hits them. Look at them. Go on. And I bet you I've knocked the dust off these drum brakes. They probably don't pull to the right anymore. And now that it's warm, it's shifting really good, nice and smooth. You notice it went right through without any hesitation or stall. The car is still pulling to the left, and brake wise, we're not pulling to the right no more. We're pulling to the left still because of the car. It's got that gradual pull as we're driving down the road. Of course, drum brakes kind of finicky sometimes when they get dust on them. We're on that road that's got the speed bump in it, we'll hit it at a moderate speed and kind of listen for rattles, shakes, and give you an idea on suspension the best we can through a video. Turn signals are popping up on the dash. The left one, the light is out. Bump right here. Hardly even tell. It's because we're floating down the road in this boat. These big long cars, the suspension is usually pretty awesome unless they've been lowered. All right. Let's give her one more test down the main strip here. We'll head back to the lot. Definitely has a highway gear, so you shouldn't have any problem jumping up on the interstate. You're running 60, 70 mile an hour. The brakes are not pulling. I'm on them right now. They finally quit once all the dust got knocked off of them. That's the only problem with drum brakes. And we're coming through Brian's Motorsports parking lot. If you've seen anything about him, he fully customizes cars, interiors, wheels, tires, lowers them, suspension lifts, all the new ones, all the old ones. He is your guy. He builds SEMA trucks and show cars. Check him out. Brian's Motorsports on Facebook, Instagram, and briansmotorsports.com. A lot of people like to buy cars from us and they want a wheel swap, or they want some custom consoles in the interior to sit down on the floor, or just all around redo interiors. They'll buy a car from us and take them straight down here and get all that done at one time before they even ship it out. And that has happened a bunch here lately, so I do recommend them. And we're coming through the parking lot here. If you do come up to the lot, there's lots of little businesses in between us and Brian's. And one of my favorite, the Red Rooster, and one after work, the Pub. Good stuff. Plus you got the pawn shop, and for the women you get your jewelry shop. And no, they don't ask me to say anything, I just do it because I like all them little places. I usually stop down there for my Christmas presents or whatnot. You blocked me. You blocked me in. I'll run that cone over. We got plenty of new cars on the lot, and January 4th is going to be a huge update. Almost 30 cars coming to Maple Motors, and a lot of them are here, but you know, we got them hidden and we're not going to tell you about them because we want a huge update. All right guys, appreciate y'all riding along with me. One thing we like to do at Maple Motors is cover all the points that are needed. So if this car needs anything, we try to let you know. We show you the paint flaws, we take you for a test drive, tell you how it runs and drives. And of course, if you watch both of the videos, you'll know that. You can see 100 detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. I have financing available. I have shipping options available, wheels, tires, parts, accessories, and we update the website every Monday. All right, guys, like I said, huge update for the first of the year, so check that out. That'll be January 4th. We're right here at 200,000 subscribers. Gonna push me on over, like right there. I'm pretty excited to hit that milestone. I want to thank y'all for joining the channel and following along and watching all these videos. You've helped me out greatly. I appreciate it, guys. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.